I'm Chris Rigby, professional filmmaker. Been in the industry for about 15 years now. I've shot on some big productions for household brands you'll all know, like IKEA, Coca-Cola, Ferrari. I also shoot corporate. It's less glamorous and less well known, but it's still a big part of the job. I shoot on a really broad spectrum of equipment, all the way from your really big, heavy, clunky cine cameras like your Reds and your Arris that you kind of see on set for films and big budget commercials, all the way down to like the modern crop of mirrorless cameras. When you need to be more mobile, more light, you need a backpack on, you need to be able to move quickly. So those cameras are really good at letting you get around without sacrificing on image quality anymore, really. So with a mirrorless camera and a gimbal and a good kind of set of autofocus lenses with a really nice look, you can fly around and get shots in a few seconds that would take 20-30 minutes to set up with a big cine rig. When I first left college, I was very fortunate and I got a job straight away working on Practical Photography magazine. We had these lens charts and they were kind of black and white crisscross patterns and circles, and we'd shoot them all different focal lengths, and we'd print these in the magazine, and every lens would get a sharpness rating, and it was just sharpness, sharpness, sharpness. And I think it's still like that. But one thing I noticed when transitioning and moving into the film industry is that it's not necessarily about sharpness, it's about the look of the lens, the aesthetic, the feel, how do the background, out of focus areas look. So lens choice for me has shifted from how sharp is that lens to what does that lens actually look like. The lenses you choose to put on the front of your camera are one of the most important decisions you can make, and it could make the difference to the shot, having that wow factor. And for me, it's important that everything I produce has that, because that's what I want my clients to think when they watch a film back. I don't want them to think, oh, that's nice, yeah, that's fine. I want them to think, wow, how did he get that? How did he get that moment to look so amazing? And that's why, for me, lens choice is so important, because if you go the wrong way on it, that could be the difference between someone reusing you or not reusing you. So about 8 years ago, I was working at a production company and we had some in-house equipment. And one of the lenses we had was a Sigma 35mm f1.4 art lens. And I'd never used anything from the art range before. We had a set of Cine Primes, which we kind of mainly used. But I thought, I'll give this Sigma a go. And when I put it on, instantly I could see that the lens had character. It had a different look to the other lenses that we were using. It had a kind of a creative, kind of character to it. So I used that lens probably exclusively for about a year. Every shoot I would just use that lens, and if I needed to get wider, I just moved back, and if I needed to get in closer, I just moved it forward. I didn't want to take that lens off the camera for quite a while. Since then, I've used all sorts of equipment, cine lenses, anamorphic lenses, lenses that cost £25,000 each. But for my own stuff, it always comes back to Sigma. I just always pick up an art lens. I find that there's no trade-off between sharpness and character. It's got both. It's nice and sharp, and it's full of character. So my favourite Sigma lenses would be the 14-24 Sigma Art. It's great for interiors or really tight spaces or architectural stuff. Then as a trio, I use the 35mm Art, the 50mm Art, the 85mm Art, and I also use the 135 art for longer stuff. If I was offering advice to someone who's going to be buying a lens or a range of lenses, try them out. Don't just go online and look at the charts. Try them out. Find a friend that's got one, or if you've got a camera shop that's anywhere near you, try and get in there and use it and see if it speaks to you, if it gives you anything that the others don't offer you. And that's what I experienced when I first used that Sigma 35mm all those years ago. Yes, it's incredibly sharp, obviously, but it's got something extra, and that's what you're looking for.